Exhalation, down through the wrists, the focus is still ahead, sensing the feet. Inhalation, sinking out through the wrists, touch, place. Focus to the hand as you pivot, and exhalation through the wrist to the diagonal. To the next diagonal, inhalation, pivoting, keeping that touch point with you, your torso. Exhalation through the left palm to the diagonal. On the hand, down, inhalation, up through the wrists. Exhalation, down and round. Inhalation, coming up. And on the exhalation, the hands drop into eye level.
My question today is about awareness. I would like to define what is awareness. In my research, I came to understand that what Phillip taught us was, and especially what I could get from what Phillip said, was about awareness. And I could define it as presence, time and space, focus, consciousness, attention, hold, pose, and intention. And all of these things together help you to embody your presence. So it means to be aware is just being present in the moment with a focus, with attention of whatever is around you.
Exhalation through the palms. Inhalation, focus goes to somewhere on one of the hands, down. Exhalation, pivoting, sensing through the feet. Inhalation, up. And exhalation through the right hand. So when I say through the right hand, the hand happens to be here, but I'm not focused on the hand. My energetic connection is through the palm. On the hand, when the hand starts to come down, then focus goes somewhere on the hand, down, and pivoting.
Talking about awareness, I would say that awareness is some kind of presence. You embody a specific kind of presence in time and space with a certain amount of focus. For example, you can say awareness at the top of the head, and now my focus, my inside focus, is at the top of my head. I can say awareness in my right palm, and now I will focus there, and now I will focus on my left hand. So awareness is somehow a consciousness of your body, or it's a way to focus your attention on a special part of your body, hold it, and eventually pose it with a specific intention.
That's certainly. Vara till vide, eller till vide, vara till vide, place turning, vara till punkt. No, draw back and fade, that's a charge. Roll and jump now to the horse. Draw back and vara till vide, eller till vide, vara till vide, place turning, vara till punkt.
I keep remembering Phillip saying top of the head awareness. When I'm moving forward and back, always Phillip used to say top of the head awareness, Anna, because when I move back, I come to lose the sense of the top of my head and move back with my back. So my awareness is basically my back, but it should be up, because if you move backward, you need also to keep some kind of balance moving forward. So moving forward is not that difficult to have the awareness of your top of your head, but moving backward, somehow you lose it, because it seems that some kind of wire or string pulls you back, and you lose the top of your head. So Phillip used to say, top of the head awareness. I remember that. I keep it in my ears.
Push out, stretch the feet, temple, keep stretching the feet, and hands, back, hands, keep stretching the feet, and ankle temple, over, and yes.
I remember that, Phillip saying, back, watch, jump. And that's, this vitali, so that's the verbal comment of the Gurukul who's working with the people in the Kalari. And it's very interesting and impressive how your guru can manipulate your body only with the sound of his voice. And there's a very specific link between the voice of the master and the body of the one who's learning the practice. With only his voice, your master can guide your focus wherever he wants on your body and help you move differently.
In position. Into position. I'm going to say and slow. The linear into position. That certain way. Volte vide, edit vide, volte vide, place the right pause, turning, and touch. Draw back,
in my workshop practices, awareness, I do use a lot of Phillip Zarrilli's techniques to teach or build groups, especially with breathing techniques. I use awareness and I help the performer to start being more conscious of his body with the breathing, so I use yoga basically. And the notion of awareness helps a subtle tool to perceive one's body in space and time, but also the body of the others in space and time. The notion of awareness helps a subtle perception of one's body in time and space and the other's body in time and space. So you can start directing a theater group, with perception and subtle perception of the body of the other into space. And that's what I do when I direct people. So I work with breathing and I help my actors to have a sense of breath that help them to connect to each other and have a consciousness of the collective. To be aware is also to be mindful, to have a full mindfulness or consciousness of one's breath in the body, but awareness is also something lighter. I feel I'm aware. I'm aware with my skin, I'm aware with my ears, and it requires somehow openness. When you say I'm aware of my hand in space, then it's interesting that the feeling that it's just as if your ear is opening too.
Keep the forehead released and exhalation. Follow the hands until the focus is ahead.
Philip's work, the body becomes all eyes. It means perception changes if you tend to visualize the fact that you can see with your full body, you can see with the sole of your feet, you can see with the palms of your hands, you can see with your knees, you can see with everything. And if you tend to visualize the fact that your body is a full eye, then your consciousness is open and you have a different quality of presence in time and space.
Now, again, I call your attention constantly when you do this to the soles of the feet, so that you're extending downward through the feet. Inhalation. When I say cover the body, again, it's coming across the whole of the body, and I step through to position. The left foot follows through. Inhalation, left covers the body, and exhalation through the sole of the right foot. You'll see that small movement in the right foot. Touch. Exhalation to center. Releasing the hands, closing the feet.
Later in my practice, I discovered that I can translate this knowledge of awareness, or this capacity of being aware and present in time and space, to other disciplines such as photography or video or even sound listening. Being aware of time, awareness of somehow distorting time. Being aware is being present, and so it's as if you slow down the time. If I'm aware of what I'm hearing, my perception is focused on my environment, and then I completely change the relationship I have with what's happening around. What does this term bring to my practice? I think of perception and movement. I think I try to research now when I dance. Now I developed lately, 2 years ago, a practice of dance and self-practice based research in dance. By or through movement, I tend to develop things I've learned with Phillip, and being more aware of my own body and how I move. And this term of awareness is central, I think, to my practice, because it helps how I search with my body as an evolution in time and space. So basically I'm just searching to be more aware, more conscious, more present, and I play with some part of my body I figure out, and I try to be aware of my feet, I try to be aware of my knees, I try to be aware of my soles, of the weight here and there, and that's how I practice today.